back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball. Looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Yeah, that's a pretty good testing was made.
Still second down.
GTA, Red Dead Redemption, never played Red Dead Redemption before. Yeah, like that. I'm saying, put me I played GTA that before. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption, like that.
Williams to throw.
The West and GTA.
Open man downfield is Loveland. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
I said I like to take control of my wide receivers and all that shit.
We have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain. And
he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down, 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Flush to his right, but he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington. in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. It has been a roller coaster of a start. Fumble return for a touchdown on the opening drive, but atoning for it on the next drive, scoring the last time they had the ball. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bears first down.
Moore going in motion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down.
That's going to be intercepted. I wasn't expecting the
safety, Malik.
Turned it and fucking
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action. Here's Jack. Oh, he's hit behind the line when the ball was out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they get Chicago ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Moore going in motion. On first and 10, it's Williams. Moving outside the pocket, he runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run with Manunga. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Bears. It's a gain of 6. And the Bears.
To throw is Williams. Rolling right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Former third overall pick, Quinton Williams, able to pursue his man and drop him for a loss of 4. Back to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be in. He's got it. Touchdown Bears.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the 20, here's second and 9. Prescott. Forced out wide. He'll let this go for Pickens. To the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Now Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on second down. Williams. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And the operation looked to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. In the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Play fake. Prescott moving to his right. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a second down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the catch.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
6-yard line.
Prescott now, exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point.
Yeah, if you never get all the way to the top, that's going to start right, so it's going to never get all the way to the top. Yeah, start moving. Especially if you fucking picking like a 50-something yarder. That's a definitely.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to
Trying
kick
to
this
get
one
to the
away.
top and not all the way to the top where it start moving.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more.
For the half
Try
time.
to
So you
establish
think I
some
could do it?
tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Working across the field. He's going to find more. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Trevon Revel there to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake. Now Williams on the run to the right. Throw on the run is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, like on your offense, like you press L1, you can bring up that, and then you got your double team, so I can make whatever lineman. You know what I'm saying? See what I said? No? Picking up? I can make whatever lineman double team. So those 2 linemen, I mean that lineman, whatever. So you can do it on your offense also. L1, and then pick up double team and take R.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up 1st down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
Oh, shit.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. So let's go. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game.
Well, no, it
as
wasn't
quarter
the
3
two
begins.
got the ball.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still 1st down.
Go back here. If I was his players, they would have put up like that. But I was trying to motion my play.
They're going to run it here with Mananga. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch, In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
On third down, here's Swift. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
The key to a good zone read offense is the timing, and in this case, it took a little bit longer to get going. By the time the back was given the ball, the defense was through. They were able to take him down on third down for a big loss.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. Their lead is just a point.
You're listening routes, like press triangle right now. Like if you press triangle right now, if this was a passing play, if this was a passing play, you can alternate your routes and stuff like that, or whatever.
To throw is Prescott, forced to his right. And they're going to track him down.
You know what I'm talking about? As far as like control your routes and shit like that? Yeah.
Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9.
I mean, if you pick a pass, like this, it's a passing play. I mean, press triangle. Press triangle. Press square. You could tell, you know what I'm saying, Lamb would do a fade, or you know what I'm saying, like whatever, you know what I'm saying, you can switch your players to do whatever. That was a running play. So. Yeah, but if it's a passing play, you can adjust your player route, you know what I'm saying? So you can, like they already doing like a fade, you can make them do an hitch or fucking return route and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Or just pressing triangle, and you can get your hot routes and all that shit.
Third and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it. And that is incomplete. Not a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Run now for Manunga. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Moore going in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
It's third and 4. Here's Williams. Flushed his right. And it will be another turnover as the defense does it again. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Pistol now for Prescott. Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Prescott. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground, here is Manunga. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Burden, the man on the move. Williams to throw on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen here to Swift. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Burden, the man on the move. Third and long. Here's Williams. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. His 2nd TD of the game. This one gives his team the lead. On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bears will open up a 6-point lead. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Cavante Turpin on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Rolling right. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Second down. Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an
I'm tired.
incompletion.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control. So that's what the referee is.
Look at him. He was definitely it's 2 people doing that, yo. And they was trying to drip me too. I needed that, bro. I needed that. It was the point I probably lost the game. They was trying to beat me too. I had to tell you that. Yeah, he was good, man.
Looking at here. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Again, Prescott to the air. Forced out wide, and that is incomplete.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his tight end, Ferguson. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is offered. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You gotta use that clock. A few minutes, 20 seconds
So
clock.
now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
Just squiggling. Look at it.
So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41. Tight end going in motion here. His drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the give, it is Manunga. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yes.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Now Williams. He finds his tight end. That's Smythe. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. As he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quick.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard's going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Bears go ahead and take their 3rd and final timeout. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. It'll lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun.
Could have kicked the field goal. Could have kicked the field goal.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
So you gotta go.
Drive begins and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
So it's a win for the Cowboys.
Crazy.
This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive
That's the
stops
first
than their
game in my
opponents
house.
did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long